Greetings YouTube, fair warning, this is going to be a very wordy video. It's not going to be very actiony, it's just me mining some asteroids while I'm yapping on about Christ knows what. So, fair warning, before we get started, you may get bored before the end and want to shoot yourself. So, just wanted really to update where I was. It's day 14 of me playing the game. It's been a whole 2 weeks since I started playing EVE Online. And it's no longer feeling like it's overwhelming to me. I mean, yes, there's still a million buttons, but I'm a lot more familiar with where everything is now. There are some stuff that I don't know about yet. I'm pretty sure there's still some stuff waiting to be discovered. And apropos that, one of my commentators suggested that I should try planetary interaction next. And I immediately thought to myself, what the fuck is planetary interaction? I didn't even know it was a thing. Apparently you can set up industries on planets. You can put down buildings on the planet's surface. Great. I looked into it on the EVE University wiki site, and I'm an alpha player, which means I'm not an Omega level subscriber, and as an alpha player, I can place structures on a planet. I just can't get any of the resulting resources or products off of the planet. Or, for that matter, send anything down to the planet. You need to be Omega to send things back and forth. So it would cost me to set up the planetary industry, but I wouldn't get anything back. So I can technically do it, but it would just be an expense. It wouldn't generate anything for me, so I'm afraid I can't do that. I completely missed the skills in the skills tree for planetary industry. I wonder what other things are actually lurking in there that I haven't found out yet. So thanks for pointing it out, but I can't do it. After another one of my commentators, I've got the various lists on here. One of my other commentators tried to explain to me how trading works after my appalling show of it a few days back. I know it was appalling. I'm pretty sure the reason that I failed abysmally at trading is because I was trying to do it instantly. I was trying to buy stuff now and sell it now. And I should have remembered that EVE Online, everything takes time. The mining takes time. Making money takes time. Flying your ship from A to B and ferrying stuff around takes time. I should have remembered that. To that end, I have made some purchases. Another spreadsheet. I'm not obsessed. I've made some purchases a couple of days back. I think it was a couple of days back. No, actually it was yesterday. Oh, okay. I thought it actually wasn't. You know what, never mind. I made a few purchases is my point, and there are a couple of risky purchases on this table, in particular the gas cloud harvester. I bought it for almost 2.7 million and I didn't have enough cash to buy any more than one of them, so that was it. But the amounts on the actual marketplace don't look too bad for it. And now I've got to find the bloody thing. Gas cloud harvester, market details. I love the way all the windows interact with each other in this game. There's lots of information, but it all cross-references each other. How much did I pay for this? 2.7 million, which is down about here somewhere. So that's 2.84 million is that last orange dot. And if you look back over the pricing, you know, the prices have been higher for the past 4 months or so. And then before that, the prices were way lower than that. So it's a bit of a risk, is this one? I will readily admit that. I might be heading for a crash on this item, but I thought, you know what, I've got to take a risk on something. I think one or two of these things on this list are risks. I'm keeping track of my stock over here on the blue list. Yeah, I've taken account of the tax value. I have sold a shield extender already. And again, as the same trading commentator pointed out, it sometimes pays to take things a little bit further rather than just selling them where you are. You know, run them through a few star systems to make a bit of extra money, and only one person wanted to buy one of my 25 shield extenders, but I made a fair bit of money on it, relatively speaking, so not complaining. We'll see how that pans out long term. Is there anything else on here? I think that's all I wanted to mention off of there. So yeah, keeping my eye on marketing. I'm keeping all my trade assets in Jitter because it's easier to just keep them centralized and run them out from place to place. At the moment, I'm doing mining, obviously, to try and recoup some of the money I've spent, because I've got about 1.7 million in the account, so I spent quite a bit because trading. With regard to the future in the game, I'm aiming to get a what they call cruisers, because I have frigates and I have destroyers, but destroyers are basically slightly better than frigates on defense. They're a lot better on offense, but they're still a bit fragile, so I want something a bit tougher if I'm going to start roaming around the galaxy a bit more. So I feel like to open up through it a bit more and feel a bit safer, discourage the bad guys a little bit. I feel like a cruiser would be a good bet. Now, I have recently just completed one of the other things. What are those damn things called? Those things where, that screen where you redeem things. This screen, Alpha Daily Rewards. I just got given a blueprint copy for a cruiser, and I think it was for the cruiser that I actually wanted, the mower, that I was interested in. So I might give that a build later, but I definitely want a cruiser. And I'm going to have to buy all the medium class fittings for it, because obviously that's just the hull. Anything else while I'm thinking about it? If I'm still playing this game after about 3 months, then like Warframe, I may seriously consider in the long term starting to, buy Omega into this game. And I know you can buy Plex from other players, but you need mounds of cash for that, because obviously Plex is really valuable to players. So I may have to buy it myself. I'm not going to pussyfoot around. If I have to buy it myself, then I'm not going to pussyfoot around with like a month at a time or anything like that. I'm probably just going to get like a year, which is something like £100 if I read the marketplace correctly, which is ouch levels of money. But I'm not going to do that yet, because I've gotten nowhere even close to training all of the alpha skills, because some of these skills follow on from each other. I mean, it's like Spaceship Command. Where is it? It's the general skill. I've got that trained to rank 4 because I figured it'd be useful. Well, you can't get it to rank 5 unless you're Omega. And once you've got it to rank 5, it unlocks Advanced Spaceship Command, which basically does exactly the same thing. I honestly don't know why they don't just have a level 1 to 10 gauge for Spaceship Command, because that's all this is. It's 1 to 5 for regular and 1 to 5 for the advanced stuff. Some of the skills do that in this game, but my point is, there's no point trying to train Advanced Spaceship Command until I've got the regular spaceship. There's no point aiming for the Omega skills until I've got the basic skills done. I do believe one of my asteroids just ran out. There we go. I just saw the icon flash. I didn't actually hear the message. I was too busy chatting away to myself. Or a camera, whatever. So yeah, anything else I want to mention? I don't think I need another dense Velspar, but I will lock onto it anyway. I think that's kind of it. I think that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. Not exactly an utterly fascinating video diary, but after 2 weeks, I thought it was a good time to recap, whatever, all the things that I'd done so far and things that I wanted to do. I think joining, I almost called them guilds, force a habit. I think joining a corporation is something I'll do a bit later, Because one or two of the corporations sound like they focus. I got a message from one core a while back saying, we just do mining. Which is great if that's all you want to do, but I feel like that would be a bit restrictive. And certainly at the moment, I don't want to restrict myself to just mining, because I sometimes nod off during these sections. I sometimes start to go... that I want a diverse range of stuff, but that's at the moment, you know. That's for long term for me as a core. I'm not too bothered about that right now. I may just, while I'm yammering on, I may just check the prices of certain stuff. Wrong window. There we go. Jitter, because that's where all my stuff is. Right. View market details for railgun. Let's see. 12,000 I bought them for. And yeah, I know the lines are high, but it depends. Yeah, you see the price is there. I may have to just throw the items up for a certain price. I may just have to like throw them up for like 20,000 a piece and see if I get any takers, you know. What else have we got? The gas cloud. Oh, I've already looked at the gas cloud harvester, haven't I? A heavy missile launcher. Someone's looking to purchase it for 5,000. I bought them for 50,000 a piece. Again, the prices that most sellers are selling this for, I could undercut a fair few of them. Depends how much cash you actually want. Light neutron blaster. Bloody hell, picking the right small hybrid turret to trade is really hard. But I bought those for about just shy of 40,000, which is round about here. Round about this line on the gauge. So I think I made some good purchases. Yeah. Not much profit in those weapons, I'll agree. But yeah, whatever. See where things go from here. I think there's about a week before Hades comes out, and I want to do a video review of that. I think I'm going to start playing a bit less of video games for a review. I usually try to take 2 weeks over a review, 10 days to play it, and 4 days to actually do the review itself, the process, but I think I might cut that 10 days down to 4 or 5. Leave me some space in the week to do more things like this and news items. Because right now I feel like I've enjoyed doing this kind of video. This shorter, quicker, easier to do video. I've enjoyed doing it. It's a bit more relaxed for me. I don't know what everybody else will think of it. But I reckon if I do like 4 days, 4 hours each, that's like 16 hours with a game. I'll get a good impression of a game from that, I think. I probably won't be able to finish most of them, but because that's what I tried to do in the past. But I think that's a bit stupid of me to keep on trying to do that. Anyway, that's a beside the point thing. That's more a channel thing. I'm going to stop wittering on now before I find something else to talk about, which I will. If I have something to talk about, I can talk for years. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe and share, all that jazz. See you next time.
The asteroid is defeated.
Oh, there goes another asteroid. Laser!